want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here's the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Blessing.
The Blessed Express is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway in his preparation. Drew a lion to his soul, and it shows in the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Max blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Max Holloway enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here he is. You can argue he is the best pound-for-pound male fighter in the world today, the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski, and he continues to add layers and wrinkles to his game. Absolutely incredible, all he has accomplished thus far.
He's a tremendous fighter, and John, you look at his style and you think to yourself, this would translate weight classes pound for pound. That's the definition. He is pound for pound, and that was on full display when he just dismantled the great Max Holloway. But tonight in front of him, he has a very different challenge. It's not a guy he's seen before. He's got a formulated plan inside the octagon, and if anybody can do that, it's Alexander Volkanovski.
And one thing that has been key to his success, he's just never been flat on fight night.
Never.
Always seems to have his best. We'll see if he has it all going here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max Blessed Holloway. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with two of the consensus 3 greatest featherweights of all time. Absolute legends, both Alexander Volkanovski and Max Blessed Holloway. Holloway's performance against Calvin Kattar back in the day, the greatest singular effort I have ever seen, but he is 0-3 against Alexander Volkanovski.
Volkanovski seems to have a great...
Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done.
That'll do it! Alexander the Great.
What a performance.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, high stakes here in the UFC's featherweight division between a couple of future Hall of Famers, Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Alexander Volkanovski could have been an outstanding rugby league player, played as north as 214 pounds. We're very thankful to have him in the UFC, where he has become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. That athleticism is on full display every time he goes in the octagon. But I want to focus on Max Holloway a little bit. When you're down 0-3, when you have been so dominant against everyone else, how do you solve the puzzle? Max Holloway needs to get forward, he needs to press, and he has got to get Volkanovski outside of his comfort zone. Volkanovski's too comfortable right now whenever they're fighting, and that is leading to Max constantly getting behind and having to try to play catch-up against a great champion.
Holloway's eye is closing up now, not good for him.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller.
Big punch land.
Holloway's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Oh, big front kick lands flush. Straight right is there. 25 total strikes. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Big right hand there.
He's giving him so many different things right now. That was a jab. Oh!
They continue to exchange. Holloway's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Holloway's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
All right, here we go now, champ. Round 2. Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Volkanovski's kick attempt, that one was blocked. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
Running quickly, mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
All right, stacked guard here now. The feet are on the hips, DC, so for the top fighter, this is not at all ideal.
No, this is not ideal, because now he has to try and stop his opponent from kicking him away. How do you do that? You attack the feet. You start grabbing the feet.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish them.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with me. Oh, big shots here. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the